just released by MAC called the Studio Watereight foundation. Now, this foundation is meant to be, or to mimic like your skin, to be ultra light to where you don't even feel like you have anything on your face. And it's what I have on my face right now, and I can say I kind of love it. And the reason why I kind of love it is I had to work with the coverage to make it work for me because I'm a full coverage girl, but we was able to get it going. And after we tailored it to fit our needs, it is a phenomenal foundation. So this foundation is just like your standard MAC foundation, but it comes in a little dropper bottle, and it has this little pipette where it drops the foundation in, and a little rubber stopper that kind of keeps all the foundation from getting all over the place. I really love this foundation. Now, it comes with the standard 1 fluid ounce of product, but it's very light, and you only need about 2 or 3 drops just to do your whole face. But I will let you know that this foundation is a sheer to medium buildable coverage. Now me, I have hyperpigmentation. I have some acne scarring. You can probably still see a little bit of it here, and I don't like to conceal. If I'm going for that lightweight, ultra, thin look, for me to put on concealer and everything else, it's heavy makeup, and I really wanted something that was going to be for my everyday wear. So that's why I actually chose this foundation. Now, this foundation is $33, and it comes in 23 different shades. What I feel about the shade ranges is that they seem a little different to me. Like, I'm a strong, I know I'm an NC43, NC44, and the NC44 pulled a little bit orange to me, and I have strong yellow undertones, and usually NC44 matches me to a T. So what I ended up doing was getting NC42 and mixing it with a little bit of my CoverFx drops, and I'll get into that a little bit later to explain why this foundation works for me and how I use it. So just so you know what they say about this foundation, that it's medium or sheer to medium buildable. It's a natural satin finish. I didn't set it with any type of powders or anything, and it just gives me like this radiant glow, but not greasy. That it's lightweight and feels like you're not wearing anything. And when I tell you this stuff is lightweight, I am like truly amazed. And that it has an elastic gel serum. To me, it's not an elastic gel serum. It feels more like watery, like it's just runny. It's control or oil controlling, that it wears for hours, but they don't say how long. That it has moisture fusion complex, which just means that it's going to keep your skin hydrated. It does come in a dropper bottle. It does have SPF 30 in it, which is a broad spectrum UVA, UVB, and it's not cakey, and it's great for all skin types. Now, that's what MAC claims. Let me tell you what I claim. If you have acne scars, if you need to cover anything other than like a little bit of discoloration, this foundation is not going to be for you by itself. Now, when paired with the CoverFx drops, this combo right here, dynamite. That's what I have. I actually used, I think, 3 to 4 drops of the CoverFx to give me full coverage, but it still gave me that light, like mixing the CoverFx with this doesn't change the consistency of this foundation. It's still extra light. It still gives you that dewy, healthy skin look. It does diffuse the fine lines like it claims it does. It does have the SPF 30, so that's one less product that I have to put on my face, because I find that the moisturizers with SPF are a little bit thicker. What else? It works so well with this that I think these two paired would make this a godsend for us girls who do need full coverage. Now, for you girls who have not flawless skin but pretty great skin and you don't need the full coverage, this will work for you straight out the bottle. You don't have to do anything to it. But as you can see, when I apply it, I do have to add just a little bit extra coverage because I do have that hyperpigmentation. But once it's on, flawless. So let's get started with this application. You're going to take about 3 or 4 drops of this formula and drop it on a clean palette. As you can see, it's a very, very watery consistency and it's already beginning to run. But it's okay. You'll see how it comes out at the end. Next, I'm going to apply my CoverFx drops, about 4 drops because I'm looking for full coverage, and mix it together. I'm going to use my Delium Tools 957 brush and just stipple this foundation on. I find that stippling gives me the best coverage and that dewy look that I'm looking for. As you can see, only one layer is really needed to cover up all my acne scars and hyperpigmentation. I absolutely adore this foundation combination together. I'm able to get my coverage as well as that dewy natural look without feeling like I'm wearing a whole bunch of foundation. So I was pleasantly surprised by this foundation and I really do recommend it, but just bear in mind the coverage. Now also the way that you apply this foundation does make a difference. You are really going to need a dense stippling brush. This one is the Delium Tools 957 brush. I actually adore this brush so much to where I have 2 of them. And this is what I used to apply this foundation. I stippled. I didn't even have to buff it in too much, just around the edges. But this brush works great. I also know that MAC came out with a new brush, which is the 196 brush, and this brush I believe was $35, but honestly the Delium Tools, I believe you can get this one for about 17 to 18 bucks. Works wonderfully with applying this foundation, and they're both quite dense. The one for MAC is a little bit denser, but this brush worked like a dream. But if you have any questions, please let me know down below. Tell me what you think about the coverage and the finish. I didn't set this with any powder, and I have been wearing this for about 3 hours now. It looks dewier than it is, but it's not, I'm not oily in my T-zones yet. And I noticed when I did wear this to work, I did get about a good solid 6 to 8 hours of wearing, because usually when I go to work, I usually do my makeup a couple hours before, and then I used to take it off a couple of hours after. So for me to get 6 to 8 hours out of this is pretty good for me. But yeah, with that being said, if you have any questions, please leave your comments down below. Do not forget to comment. They help me help you. And also, are you subscribed? Did you subscribe? Hit that button wherever it's at. Hit it, okay? But with that being said, bye beauties, and don't forget to check me out on Instagram. And like I always say at the end, do not forget to be your own version of beautiful. Bye guys.
Podium music.